The victory over Queen Zalera had been decisive, but it left a power vacuum within the Zalaran hierarchy. As the Federation celebrated, dark forces within the Zalaran hive began to rally under new, ambitious leaders. The peace was fragile, and the shadow of another invasion loomed large. On the US Intrepid, the crew enjoyed a brief period of respite. The repairs and upgrades to the ship were completed, and a sense of normalcy returned to their routines. However, Captain Aiden Valor remained vigilant, aware that the Zalarans might not be defeated so easily. "Captain, incoming priority transmission from Federation Command," Lieutenant Voss announced. Aiden moved to the holo display, where Admiral Kane's stern visage appeared. "Captain Valor, we have troubling news. Our intelligence reports indicate a resurgence of Zalaran activity. There are signs of a new leader rallying their forces. We need you to investigate and assess the threat." Aiden's jaw tightened. "Understood, Admiral. We'll set course immediately." The Intrepid and a small fleet of allied ships set a course for the Zalaran border. The journey was tense, with everyone on high alert for any signs of enemy activity. The stakes were high, and the crew knew they were venturing into dangerous territory once again. Dr. Lyra Zorith joined Aiden on the bridge, her expression reflecting his concern. "Captain, our sensors are picking up unusual energy signatures ahead. It could be the Zalaran fleet. Prepare for evasive maneuvers and engage cloaking systems," Aiden ordered. "We need to get closer without being detected." The Intrepid slipped through space, its advanced stealth technology rendering it nearly invisible. As they approached the source of the energy signatures, the scale of the Zalaran resurgence became clear. "Captain, we're detecting multiple Zalaran warships and what appears to be a massive command vessel," Tessa reported, her voice tense. "This isn't just a skirmish force. They're preparing for a full-scale invasion. We need to get this information back to the Federation," Aiden said. "But first, we need to learn more about their plans. Tessa, can you hack into their communications?" "I'll try," Tessa replied, her fingers flying over the controls. "It'll take a few minutes." As Tessa worked, the Intrepid maneuvered closer to the Zalaran fleet. The tension on the bridge was palpable, but the crew remained focused on their mission. "I'm in," Tessa said finally. "They're planning a multi-pronged assault on key Federation worlds. The new leader is someone called Regent Thalcor. He's rallying the Zalaran forces with promises of revenge and conquest." Aiden's expression darkened. "We need to stop them before they can launch their attack. Transmit all data to Federation Command and prepare for immediate extraction." The data gathered by the Intrepid was invaluable. Federation Command quickly formulated a counterstrike plan to intercept and neutralize the Zalaran fleet before they could launch their invasion. The plan required precision and coordination, and Aiden knew the Intrepid would play a crucial role. "All hands, prepare for battle," Aiden announced over the ship's intercom. "We're going to hit the Zalarans hard and fast. This is our chance to stop them before they can do any more damage." The fleet moved into position, and the tension on the Intrepid was electric. The bridge crew worked with practiced efficiency, their focus sharp as they prepared for the coming fight. "Captain, all ships report ready," Lieutenant Voss said. Aiden nodded. "On my mark, execute the attack plan." The fleet surged forward, emerging from their stealth positions with a coordinated barrage of firepower. The Zalaran fleet, caught off guard, scrambled to respond. The space around them erupted into a chaotic maelstrom of energy blasts and explosions. "Target their command vessel," Aiden ordered. "We need to cut the head off the snake." The Intrepid and its allies concentrated their fire on Regent Thalcor's command ship. The battle was fierce, but the Federation forces fought with relentless determination. Dr. Zorith and Tessa worked tirelessly to keep the ship systems running at peak efficiency, their skills proving vital in the heat of battle. As the command vessel's shields began to falter, Aiden seized the opportunity. "Prepare a boarding party. We're taking Thalcor out personally." Aiden, Lyra, Tessa, and a team of elite soldiers boarded a shuttle and made their way to the crippled Zalaran command vessel. The interior was a twisted maze of organic and mechanical structures, teeming with hostile drones. The team fought their way through, their determination unwavering. "Regent Thalcor's command center is just ahead," Lyra said, consulting her scanner. "Stay sharp. They entered a large chamber, where Regent Thalcor stood surrounded by his loyal guards. His presence was imposing, his exoskeleton gleaming with a dark, menacing aura. "You are too late," Thalcor sneered. "The Zalarans will rise again, and this galaxy will be ours." "Not while we're here," Aiden replied, his voice steady. "This ends now." The battle that ensued was intense and brutal. Thalcor proved to be a formidable opponent, his strength and cunning pushing the team to their limits. But their unity and resolve carried them through. As Aiden engaged Thalcor in a fierce duel, Lyra and Tessa disabled the ship's systems, ensuring it could not escape or call for reinforcements. The fight was fierce, but Aiden's determination never wavered. With a final, decisive strike, he brought Thalcor down. The Regent fell, his body convulsing as the life drained from him. The Zalaran threat was quelled, and the Federation had won another crucial victory. With Regent Thalcor defeated, the Zalaran fleet scattered and retreated. The Federation forces regrouped and began the arduous task of securing the border and rebuilding the damaged worlds. The threat of another invasion had been averted, but the peace remained fragile. Back on the Intrepid, Aiden and his crew reflected on the cost of their victory. They had fought bravely and triumphed, but the scars of war were evident in their weary faces. "Captain, incoming transmission from Admiral Kane," Lieutenant Voss reported. Aiden activated the holo display, and Admiral Kane's image appeared. "Captain Valor, your actions have once again saved countless lives. The Federation owes you and your crew a great debt." "We did what we had to, Admiral," Aiden replied. "But we can't let our guard down. The Zalarans may be defeated for now, but the galaxy remains a dangerous place." "Agreed," Kane said. "We'll continue to strengthen our defenses and work towards lasting peace. But for now, you and your crew deserve some well-earned rest. Return to Federation headquarters for debriefing and resupply." As the transmission ended, Aiden turned to his crew. "We've accomplished something incredible once again. Let's head home." The Intrepid set a course for Federation headquarters, the stars stretching out before them. The war had taken its toll, but their spirit remained unbroken. The Chronicles of Valor continued, and the Guardians of Andromeda stood ready to face whatever challenges the future might bring. The U.S. Intrepid arrived at Federation headquarters to a hero's welcome. The crew was given a brief respite to recuperate, but the galaxy's ever-present dangers demanded continuous vigilance. Amidst the celebrations, high-level meetings were underway to address the future security of the Andromeda galaxy. In one such meeting, Captain Aiden Valor stood alongside Dr. Lyra Zorith and Ensign Tessa Quinn. Facing them were the leading figures of the Federation, including Admiral Kane and High Counselor Draxus of the Draconians. "The Zalaran threat has shown us that our current alliances, while strong, are not enough to ensure long-term peace," Admiral Kane began. "We need to take our cooperation to the next level." High Counselor Draxus nodded in agreement. "The Draconian High Council has deliberated, and we are prepared to formalize a military and technological alliance with humanity. Together, we can develop advanced defenses and strategies that will protect us all." Aiden stepped forward. "I propose we create a joint task force, combining our best resources and personnel. This force will be responsible for rapid response to any future threats, and will spearhead our efforts in exploration and defense." The room buzzed with approval, and the proposal was quickly ratified. The Human Draconian Task Force was born, marking a new chapter in interstellar cooperation. The newly formed task force set up its operations on a state-of-the-art space station orbiting a neutral planet. The station, named Unity Prime, became a hub of innovation and collaboration. Scientists, engineers, and military strategists from both species worked side by side, sharing knowledge and developing groundbreaking technologies. Tessa Quinn found herself at the heart of this technological renaissance. Her ingenuity and quick thinking had earned her a prominent role in the engineering corps. She worked tirelessly on integrating draconian technology with human systems, resulting in powerful new defenses and weaponry. One of their most ambitious projects was the development of a new class of starship, designed to be faster, more agile, and more heavily armed than anything that had come before. The prototype, named the Valor, was a testament to the combined ingenuity of humanity and the Draconians. As the days turned into weeks, the fruits of their labor began to take shape. The Valor was equipped with cutting-edge weaponry, advanced cloaking devices, and a revolutionary new propulsion system that allowed for near-instantaneous travel across vast distances. The time had come to test the Valor and its capabilities. Captain Aiden Valor, chosen to command the new ship, felt a deep sense of pride and responsibility as he prepared for the maiden voyage. Dr. Zorith and Tessa Quinn joined him, along with a hand-picked crew of elite officers and specialists from both species. The mission was twofold: to test the Valor's systems under real conditions and to investigate a series of unexplained phenomena on the edge of Federation space. These phenomena, reminiscent of the anomalies they had previously encountered, posed a potential threat that needed to be addressed. As the Valor set out on its journey, the crew quickly found themselves facing a series of challenges. The anomalies were indeed similar to those created by the Zolarans, but with new and more dangerous properties. The ship's advanced systems were put to the test as they navigated through turbulent space, evading energy surges and gravitational distortions. Tessa's ingenuity once again proved invaluable. She devised a way to modify the Valor's shields to better withstand the anomaly's effects, allowing the ship to approach and analyze the phenomena more closely. During one such investigation, the Valor encountered a previously unknown species. These beings, calling themselves the Zalforians, were highly intelligent and technologically advanced. However, they were also deeply mistrustful of outsiders, having suffered greatly at the hands of aggressive invaders in the past. Captain Valor, with Dr. Zoritha's diplomatic skills, managed to establish a tentative dialogue with the Zalforians. Over time, they learned that the anomalies were remnants of a powerful weapon used by an ancient civilization long gone. The Zalforians had been trying to contain and neutralize these anomalies to prevent further destruction. The newfound alliance with the Zalforians opened up new avenues of knowledge and cooperation. Together, they worked on stabilizing the anomalies and developing new technologies to ensure the safety of all civilizations in the Andromeda galaxy. The success of the Valor's mission solidified the Human-Draconian alliance and brought the Zalforians into the fold. Unity Prime became a beacon of cooperation and progress, attracting other species and fostering a spirit of unity across the galaxy. Back on Earth, the Federation celebrated the achievements of the task force. Captain Valor, Dr. Zorith, and Tessa Quinn were hailed as heroes, their efforts recognized as pivotal in securing the future of the Andromeda galaxy. But amidst the celebrations, Aiden remained vigilant. He knew that peace was always fragile, and the galaxy was full of unknown dangers. The task force would continue to stand ready, ever watchful, and ever prepared to defend the ideals they had fought so hard to uphold. As the Valor prepared for its next mission, Aiden looked out at the stars, feeling a sense of purpose and resolve. The Chronicles of Valor continued, and the Guardians of Andromeda stood united, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Peace, however fragile, had taken hold in the Andromeda galaxy. Yet, in the uncharted regions beyond known space, a new enemy was stirring. Reports of strange, hostile encounters began to trickle in, describing an aggressive species with technology that rivaled even the most advanced of the Federation's allies. These beings, identified as the KRYLL, were a warlike race with a relentless drive for conquest. Unlike the Zolarans, the KRYLL were not driven by prophecy or ideology, but by a cold, calculated desire for power and resources. The Federation's first encounter with the KRYLL was brutal. A scouting fleet sent to investigate the outer regions was ambushed and decimated, their advanced technology unable to withstand the KRYLL's overwhelming force. Captain Aiden Valor and the crew of the Valor were called upon once again to respond to this new threat. The task force mobilized, and Unity Prime became a hive of activity as preparations were made for a counterattack. The KRYLL's advance was swift and unrelenting. Their ships, sleek and deadly, cut through the Federation's defenses with brutal efficiency. Unity Prime, the heart of the Human-Draconian alliance, was now in their sights. As the KRYLL fleet approached, Captain Valor and his crew prepared for the battle of their lives. The Valor, with its advanced systems and battle-hardened crew, would be at the forefront of the defense. The battle began with a thunderous exchange of fire. The KRYLL ships, equipped with energy weapons that could pierce through most shields, proved to be formidable opponents. The Valor's new defensive systems, developed by Tessa Quinn and the Engineering Corps, were put to the ultimate test. All hands brace for impact. Aiden shouted as the Valor took a direct hit, the ship shuddering under the force of the blast. "We're holding, but just barely," Tessa reported, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. Diverting power to the forward shields. "Keep firing," Aiden commanded. "We need to break their formation." The Valor's weapons unleashed a devastating barrage, targeting the KRYLL command ship. The battle raged on, the void of space lit up by the fury of the conflict. Dr. Zorith, coordinating with the Draconian forces, implemented innovative tactics to outmaneuver the KRYLL and exploit their weaknesses. Finally, after hours of relentless fighting, the KRYLL fleet began to falter. The combined might of the Federation forces, united under a common cause, proved too much for even the KRYLL's advanced technology. As the KRYLL retreated, the crew of the Valor let out a collective sigh of relief. They had won the battle, but the war was far from over. The battle for Unity Prime had revealed both strengths and vulnerabilities in the Federation's defenses. The task force, under Captain Valor's leadership, began an intensive period of innovation and adaptation. Tessa Quinn spearheaded the development of new technologies designed to counter the KRYLL's formidable arsenal. Working alongside Draconian and Zelforian scientists, she helped create a new class of adaptive shields capable of adjusting to different energy frequencies, making them far more resilient against KRYLL weaponry. Dr. Zorith focused on strategic innovations, devising new tactics that leveraged the unique strengths of each allied species. The KRYLL's aggressive nature and straightforward tactics could be exploited with clever maneuvering and coordinated strikes. Captain Valor oversaw these efforts, ensuring that the entire task force remained cohesive and focused. He knew that their survival depended on their ability to innovate and adapt faster than the KRYLL could advance. The Federation had barely had time to regroup when intelligence reports indicated that the KRYLL were preparing for a final, all-out assault. Their target, Earth, the heart of humanity and a symbol of the Federation's unity. Captain Valor and the crew of the Valor were once again at the forefront of the defense. The fleet, bolstered by the latest technological advancements and strategic innovations, set a course for Earth, determined to protect their home at all costs. As the KRYLL fleet approached, the sky above Earth filled with the silhouettes of warships. The battle that ensued was the fiercest yet, a clash of titanic proportions that tested the limits of the Federation's resolve. "All ships, hold the line," Aiden commanded, his voice cutting through the chaos. "We must not let them reach the surface." The Valor, its systems pushed to the brink, fought with unmatched ferocity. Tessa's adaptive shields held strong, deflecting the KRYLL's devastating attacks, while Dr. Zorith's tactical brilliance outmaneuvered the enemy at every turn. In the midst of the battle, Aiden received a critical message from Admiral Kane. "Captain, our intelligence has pinpointed the KRYLL's command ship. If we can take it out, we can cripple their entire fleet." Aiden nodded, his determination unwavering. "Prepare for a direct assault on the command ship. This ends now." The Valor and a squadron of elite fighters broke through the KRYLL's lines, heading straight for the command ship. The battle intensified, the Valor's weapons blazing as they targeted the KRYLL's command center. As they closed in, the command ship unleashed a massive energy blast, nearly overwhelming the Valor's shields. "Shields at critical levels," Tessa warned, her hands flying over the controls. "Divert all power to forward shields and weapons," Aiden ordered. "We're going in." With a final, concentrated barrage, the Valor struck the command ship's core. The massive vessel shuddered and exploded, the shockwave rippling through the KRYLL fleet. The remaining KRYLL ships, now leaderless and disorganized, began to retreat. The battle was won, and Earth was safe. The defeat of the KRYLL marked a turning point for the Andromeda galaxy. The Federation, stronger and more united than ever, began to rebuild and fortify their defenses. The bonds forged in battle grew deeper, creating a foundation for lasting peace and cooperation. On Earth, Captain Aiden Valor, Dr. Lyra Zorith, and Ensign Tessa Quinn were hailed as heroes. Their names became synonymous with courage, innovation, and unity. The valor itself was celebrated as a symbol of what could be achieved when diverse beings came together for a common cause. As the Federation looked to the future, they knew that challenges would always lie ahead. But with the spirit of unity and the lessons learned from their trials, they were ready to face whatever the galaxy might bring. The Andromeda galaxy was on edge. The KRYLL, though battered by their previous defeat, were rallying for one last desperate strike. Intelligence reports indicated that their new leader, Overlord Kraith, was planning to launch a final assault that would determine the fate of the galaxy. Captain Aiden Valor, Dr. Lyra Zorith, and Ensign Tessa Quinn prepared for the ultimate battle aboard the Valor. The ship, now fully outfitted with the latest technological advancements, was ready for the challenge. "All hands, this is Captain Valor," Aiden's voice echoed through the ship's intercom. "We are about to face our greatest enemy. Remember what we're fighting for: our homes, our families, our future. Together, we will prevail." The combined fleet of human, Draconian, Vardian, and Zelforian ships formed an impressive armada. As they approached the KRWL's stronghold, a massive space station bristling with weapons, the tension was palpable. The battle began with a ferocious exchange of fire. The KRYLL's defenses were formidable, but the Allied forces fought with determination and unity. The Valor, at the heart of the battle, led the charge, its weapons blazing. "Focus fire on their main defenses," Aiden commanded, his eyes locked on the tactical display. "We need to create an opening." Dr. Zorith and Tessa worked tirelessly to keep the Valor's systems operational, their expertise crucial in the heat of battle. As the Allied forces pushed forward, they began to penetrate the KRWL's defenses. "Captain, we've identified a weak point in their station," Tessa reported. "If we can hit it with enough force, we can disable their main reactor." "Prepare all weapons for a concentrated strike," Aiden ordered. "This is our chance." The Valor and several other ships focused their fire on the identified weak point. The space station's defenses buckled under the intense assault, and a massive explosion rocked the structure. "We did it!" Tessa exclaimed, her face lighting up with triumph. But the victory was short-lived. Overlord Kraith's flagship, a colossal dreadnought, emerged from the wreckage, its weapons targeting the Allied fleet. "This isn't over yet," Aiden said grimly. "Prepare for the final push." The Allied forces regrouped and launched a coordinated attack on the KRYLL dreadnought. The battle was fierce and unforgiving, with both sides sustaining heavy losses. As the Valor closed in on the flagship, Aiden knew they had to confront Overlord Kraith directly. "Boarding party, prepare for launch," Aiden commanded. "We're taking the fight to Kraith." Aiden, Lyra, Tessa, and a team of elite soldiers boarded a shuttle and made their way to the KRYLL flagship. The interior was a maze of corridors and defenses, but the team moved with precision and determination. As they fought their way to the command center, they encountered fierce resistance. The KRYLL were relentless, their loyalty to Kraith evident in their ferocity. But the boarding party pressed on, driven by the stakes of their mission. Finally, they reached the central chamber. Overlord Kraith stood at the heart of the room, surrounded by his most loyal guards. His presence was imposing, his armor gleaming with a dark, menacing energy. "You are too late," Kraith snarled. "The KRYLL will not be stopped." "This ends now, Kraith," Aiden replied, stepping forward. "The galaxy will never bow to your tyranny." The battle that ensued was intense and brutal. Kraith proved to be a formidable opponent, his strength and cunning pushing the team to their limits. But their unity and resolve carried them through. As Aiden engaged Kraith in a fierce duel, Lyra and Tessa worked to disable the flagship systems, ensuring it could not escape or continue its assault. The fight was fierce, but Aiden's determination never wavered. With a final, decisive strike, he brought Kraith down. The Overlord fell, his body convulsing as the life drained from him. The KRYLL forces, now leaderless and disorganized, began to retreat. The battle was won, and the galaxy was safe. With Overlord Kraith defeated and the KRYLL threat neutralized, the Andromeda galaxy began to heal. The Federation, now stronger and more united than ever, turned its focus to rebuilding and strengthening the bonds between its member species. On Unity Prime, a grand celebration was held to honor the heroes of the conflict. Captain Aiden Valor, Dr. Lyra Zoreth, and Ensign Tessa Quinn were hailed as champions of peace and unity. Admiral Marcus Kane addressed the gathered crowd, his voice filled with pride and gratitude. Today, we honor the bravery and sacrifice of those who fought to protect our galaxy. We owe our future to their courage and unity. As the celebration continued, Aiden and his crew reflected on the journey that had brought them here. They had faced unimaginable challenges and emerged victorious, their bonds forged in the fires of battle. Dr. Zoreth approached Aiden, her eyes reflecting a mix of pride and contemplation. "We've come a long way, Captain, but our work is never truly done." Aiden nodded, his gaze fixed on the stars. "The galaxy is vast and full of unknowns, but as long as we stand together, there's nothing we can't overcome." The Valor and its crew continued their mission, ever vigilant and ever ready. They patrolled the galaxy, responding to crises and fostering cooperation among the diverse species of the Federation. Their legacy of bravery and innovation inspired countless others to join their cause. Tessa Quinn, now a renowned engineer, led efforts to develop new technologies that would ensure the Federation's continued security and prosperity. Her inventions and innovations became a cornerstone of the Federation's defense strategy. Dr. Lyra Zoreth continued to bridge the gap between species, her diplomatic skills fostering a deeper understanding and cooperation across the galaxy. Her work ensured that the alliances formed in battle would endure in peace. Captain Aiden Valor remained at the helm of the Valor, his leadership a beacon of hope and determination. Together with his crew, he ventured into the unknown, exploring new frontiers and facing new challenges. As the Valor sailed through the stars, its crew knew that they were part of something greater than themselves. Their story was one of courage, unity, and the unbreakable spirit of humanity and its allies. And so, the Guardians of Andromeda looked to the horizon, knowing that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united in purpose and bound by a shared vision of a better, brighter future. The Chronicles of Valor had come to a close, but the legacy of the Guardians of Andromeda would endure, a testament to the power of unity and the indomitable spirit of those who fought for peace and justice in the galaxy. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey with the Guardians of Andromeda. If you enjoyed this adventure, you'll love the next thrilling story from Sci-Fi Story Vault. Click on the video on your screen now to dive into another captivating sci-fi saga. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more amazing stories. See you in the next galaxy.